would like to feel that over a long period of time of maybe perhaps practicing this type of behavior, I would like to believe that you would start to get maybe a little bit better at your acting. I don't know how they've managed to do it, but magically they are actually going backwards in terms of their acting skills. Now, don't get me wrong, I do like the big yellow flash warning signs at the beginning of this video and the big text right at the beginning saying fainting, as she then proceeds to faint and fall over, all within the time limit of about 2 minutes. I feel like I, for one, can sit on the floor faster than how this woman fainted. Again, I find like with a lot of this stuff as well, in terms of what they're claiming to have, and then they proceed to show us the symptoms for reasoning of why they have these certain things, is really starting to become quite a stretch. Guys, honestly, I feel like I, for one, have schizophrenia because I like to sleep with the lights off. Not very normal if you ask me. Like, the way they try and put these things together, I feel like actually amazes me. Like, again, I feel like a lot of these things that they're claiming to necessarily have are really things that everybody does. For example, that last one, random usage to reorganize your whole apartment. Bro, I was in my last apartment for about 1.5 years, and I feel like I reorganized that apartment 4 or 5 times, but I would not say I have ADHD. That's just trying to realize the potential of your space. I feel like that's a pretty normal thing to have. I'm sure even people that haven't maybe moved out at this point. How many times have you reorganized your bedroom? It's just a common thing. Again, sitting like this all the time. Well, guys, that's pretty crazy. That's pretty ADHD of her. How could she possibly sit like this? Is that woman okay? Bro, I think when I walk into like a restaurant or any coffee house or anything like that, even a Starbucks, anything, I see about 2 or 3 people sitting like this. Again, it's a very common thing. Look at me, guys. I'm not like other girls. I sit like this. Why does everyone want to be so different so badly? And then they just pick the most generic things. It's actually hilarious. I'm not like other girls. I breathe oxygen. You'll never find another one like me.
I feel dizzy. Just play through. Very dizzy. Oh no. Help. Ouch. 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 Hello. Wake up, idiot. It ain't sleeping time. I feel...
I want you to recognize as well that the fact that there are actually people out there that dedicate their TikToks strictly to this content, okay? I feel like finding a niche is definitely a good thing. In fact, I feel like the majority of the stuff we talk about on this channel is actually mental health. But yet, we have a more diverse audience and topic and things we talk about than a lot of these people. Bro, time to upload me dancing while in a cosplay, but not a cosplay. Guys, I'm not wearing a cosplay right now. This is very much a real thing. It's one of my alters. But anyway, I digress. Time to fall over part 439. Oh, they're gonna be excited for this one. Whoa, they can't wait. The anticipation for 239 is extortionate. Guys, I'm very excited for this next video. I love your fainting series on TikTok. It has to be my favorite series you post. And again, judging by some of these TikTokers, for example, 258,000 likes for this. Guys, I'm clearly doing something wrong. I actually kind of do want to test the waters on that and make a TikTok like this and just generally fake this stuff and show you how big you can become. Too bad I do face cam now because I feel like I'd be called out pretty quickly. Still, I feel like that'd be a pretty good experiment. Okay. I feel like I'm gonna leave this one in the comments for you guys to decide. Is it easy to mistake being gender fluid with DID? I feel like that's not necessarily something that tends to cross over that much. My guy's a little confused here. I don't know. Let me know in the comments down below. What do you guys think of this one? I feel like arguing in the comments about this is something that should definitely be discussed down below. What does that say? Happy DID They celebrate it now. I think that's what it says. I don't really know. Guys, they celebrate it. Imagine with any other sort of illness or anything like that, you got a cake and you celebrated it. That doesn't sound very normal to me. And maybe getting a cake for being pregnant, or maybe getting a cake for a happy anniversary or a birthday makes a lot of sense. Happy DID diagnosis. No, what? Oh yes. Sorry, Tony. I heard the news about your terminal cancer, but happy diagnosis day. Boy, oh boy. I was so happy and pleased to hear that you got diagnosed with cancer. I baked you a cake. Mwah. These guys are actually crazy. These guys are actually insane. A cake. I feel like that's what they needed. And look at the smile on her face. She couldn't be happier with the result. I also find with a lot of these people too, going and get these diagnoses, I feel like times now are just so different in the sense that before you would dread, right? Like 50 years ago to be diagnosed with something like this. Hell, you go back even further, you'd be locked up in a mental asylum for having something like DID. That's not something you would want to hear your doctor saying. Even when my head twitches, they'd probably think I had a weird demonic spirit in me. I would be in a loony mental asylum. But to like straight up celebrate it with a cake, bro? Especially without sprinkles. I feel like that's... Oh, wait, no. No, okay, it does have sprinkles. Don't worry. I feel like we can brush this whole thing over now. I do find, though, a lot of these people go to the doctors now wanting these diagnoses to be so bad. And they've done the research of looking up all this type of mental illness to where when the doctor can ask the questions for these, bro, they already know the correct answer. It's like a little quiz. It's like they've been preparing for their exam for the longest period now. So when it comes to actually getting their diagnosis from the doctor, well... they just say the right answer and they magically get diagnosis and they get a cake in some cases for some reason. It's like she's getting a cake for passing her exam. Well done, honey. You did so well on that exam today. I think they're getting a little confused. TikToks are getting wild at this stage. I feel like YouTube Shorts is a little bit around the corner now, and I swear to God, that's what's going to take over. I'm kind of interested to see how YouTube sort of handles this type of stuff. Like, is it going to be pushed in the same sort of way as TikTok? Probably not. I feel like they're going to have a little bit of a different algorithm when it comes to this kind of stuff. Also, guys, you know by now, it's spooky season. We're in October right now. Spooky season. A lot of these kids are going to be absolutely terrified this year when they look out of their window and they see all these people dressed up. Not a cosplay. In their altars. Because that's what it is. When little baby Ablaze was 9 years old asking for trickle treats, getting his nice candy with his scream mask where you have that little pump thing for the blood in the mask. Well, guys, that wasn't a cosplay. Okay. 9-year-old baby Ablaze here had DID. Okay, that was an altar, okay, called Scream that I made up because I got terrible candy that year. I didn't have it easy. I'm generally confused to see how a lot of these people react as well. Are they gonna freak when they look out the window and they see all these types of people like walking around their neighborhood in all these costumes? Oh my God, honey, look at all these people with DID all of a sudden. It's like a pandemic. Oh man, I feel so sorry for them. Gonna be an interesting time.
We are not one person, we are alters in one brain, and you might think this is strange, but I promise we are sane. We have different names and pronouns that we often must explain, cause we are not one person, we are alters in one brain.
Wow, guys, that was epic. What a beautiful song. I think we can put Ring a Ring of Roses in the bin now. These should be the new nursery rhymes that we should be teaching our children. It's just such a beautiful song, guys. This video gets 10,000 likes. I will use that as my new outro music. Imagine that. That's just my intro song. We don't have one sister, we have many girls. We are fucking crazy and we like attention. Na, 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 na. Give me views on TikTok. Na, na, na. Boys, I'm just saying, it's gonna slap. Christmas #1. I feel like the worst thing about this as well is the way that she just stops, looks at the camera and smiles. She's generally happier with what she's achieved here. She smiled at the camera there for content. You know, there was a period in time where you had to edit this, and through none of that did you think to yourself, probably shouldn't post this. I don't think the world really needs to see this one. Doubled down and posted it anyway.
All right, looks like everyone has this written down. I'm gonna go ahead and wipe the board. All right, class, raise your hand if you want music while we read. All right, everyone's going to have a turn reading a paragraph. All right, time's up.
I'm not the only one thinking this, right? That's just every kid ever. How do they expect like normal kids are? Like, do they think like normal children are like golden little angels that sit there, well behaved while listening, like little mathematicians, learning on how to split the atom, and they understand how that works at the age of 5? Bro, no. Last time I checked, they're hyper little shits that do stuff they don't even realize that they're doing. Bro, plenty of times I get into trouble at school, and when the teacher would say to you, "Why did you do that?" I actually don't know. And I'm not even saying that to try and get out of it. My brain is on a whole different level. I don't know why I did that. I guess I thought it'd be a good idea, but I've now learned since I don't know. Not being able to concentrate. Oh yes, because there's one thing I know about kids, guys. They're great at concentrating. Just straight tunnel vision, kids, you know. It's hard to distract them, honestly, especially when you come to maths or science. I can't seem to break the hello. Just straight there. No, they don't want to move. They don't want to talk to anyone. They don't want to be distracted until all the answers on the page have been written down. Yeah, right. What kind of fucking world do these kids live in? And also judging by these people. Bro, they were like a kid like, 2 weeks ago? None of these people look that old. How are they so disconnected to the real world? Oh yeah, this definitely has to be ADHD. This isn't normal. I also find as well, like a lot of parents will just claim that their kids have ADHD for being too hyper, right? Like for being too hyper, running around, not listening and stuff, when at the same time they'll be feeding those types of kids. Because I used to know, because I used to work with children, and they used to bring their own packed lunches, and they drink fucking Coca-Cola, chocolate sandwiches, Coca-Cola, cheese string, and then like a pudding. What? And then they talk to me like, "Oh, how was little Jason today?" He's a little shit normally because he's so hyper. I don't understand why children are so hyper these days. Then proceeds to eat 2,000 calories in like one small meal with no nutritional benefits in the slight, no vegetables, no fruit, just straight up sugar. I don't get why he's high. ADHD maybe. Okay, I haven't read anything yet, so I actually don't really know what she's been saying. I'm sorry. I have been utterly distracted from the fact that my girl is wearing a Among Us dress. I'm just saying, guys, if Retro Phantom doesn't wear this to our wedding, I'm gonna be furious. Bro, sorry, the Among Us dress stays on. The Among Us dress? What? Since when? Why? Since when was that a thing? I wonder if they have any Among Us suits to match that. Okay, let's actually watch the video, because she wanted to do makeup. Since she saw us doing it, okay, I'm assuming this Among Us wearing dress lady has alters and is recording herself switching with no trauma. Let that sink in for a second. Well, actually, I say no trauma. It's hard to have no trauma while you're wearing an Among Us dress. There's got to be some trauma there, maybe. We should probably tread lightly. But I'm going to be switching instantly to do her makeup. Okay, well, this is going to be BS. Any hate or what? Guys, this is her first time doing this. Be nice. I feel like that's such an easy way to get out of like any hate I get for these videos. All right, okay, listen here, you fake DIDers. This is my first time editing a video, okay, and recording, okay? So be nice. Any hate, I will delete it off of the face of the planet. Is that generally a thing people like just say nowadays when they don't like anything? It's just, this is my first time doing it. I mean, I don't know why I'm acting shocked. We've seen this plenty of times in other videos. They like to pass the blame not onto themselves, but onto an altar that just got made like 2 minutes ago. No, it wasn't me. It was he did it.
Found this on the web.
Okay, great. Thanks, Siri. You guys ever like dinner or something? Wasn't me. No hate. You can't hate or get mad at me. It was Jimmy, my new altar I made 3 seconds ago. Well, that looks like shit. But she said don't leave any hate comments. Yeah, okay, we'll try and delete this. That looks terrible. But Blaze, it was her first time. She's never done this before. Oh, right. Of course. Guys, how could I be so stupid? You know what? For your first time, that looks still like shit. Anyway, boys and girls, hope you're having a great day. I hope you guys are all enjoying your October. I feel like this is my favorite month. I love the autumn feel. And actually, you know what? Being here in Canada for the first time in autumn, it's pretty magical. I can't lie. So I'm having a good time. Hope you guys are as well. I got some cool little merchandise stuff coming very soon. I feel like you're going to be kind of surprised by what I've chosen. I will be honest, it's not a jumper or a t-shirt or anything the jerk quite like that. I say it like that, it's still pretty jerk, but it's gonna be pretty sick. So I'm excited to share that to you. I wanted to order some for myself so I could actually see it in person first before I actually show you guys, but I'm very excited to show you hopefully in the next week or two. It's been shipped, so it can't be that much longer. But until then, hope you guys are enjoying the videos. I'll see you all in the next video. Bye bye.